work so you can play. MiniWarGaming, speed, the cooler, bat rap.
Tau turn 3 begins, rolling to get my battlesuits, who of course do not come in, because why would they come in on a 2+? And my little warrior there, he tries to rally, and, well actually first the battlesuits, they tried to rally and they fail. Fire warrior, he does rally because he has his little bonding knife, so he doesn't care how many guys die, he's going to come back. And the other battlesuits, they actually rally as well, so they get to move 3 inches. So that's great, even though they are snap firing, but what can you do about it? The devilfish comes out from behind the landing pad and picks up all the fire warriors who are carrying the relic, so we can try and get it out of there. Unfortunately, you can't go any faster if you do embark onto a vehicle, so I park another tank beside it to try and protect it. And now my marker lights start trying to shoot down the flyer there, and then my battlesuits try and snap fire, because I mean, we're hitting on 6s anyway, might as well. So they do a wound, and they do actually knock him down, I believe. Oh no, never mind. My mistake, they don't knock him down. And he makes his saves. And makes more saves. And so he's fine. And now we've got other shots coming at him from my other fire warrior, the lone guy who's sitting there. And he fails to knock him down, but then finally it crashes thanks to the other markers. And now he gets shot at by the fire warriors who are far off on the other end there. They're hitting on 3s, but they do get the reroll because they've been on board all game, and they passed their morale at the beginning. And wounding on 4s, and they get to reroll the 1s to wound. And he gets 3 fails, and 2 fails actually. He fails 2 wounds, and he has to do a leadership check, or he runs away. But he passes both leaderships because he's leadership 10, so not very likely that he's going to scurry off. I had been under the impression that was as soon as he took a wound he ran away, but that's not the case. So I shoot him a bunch more and do nothing because he's Fate Weaver and he doesn't know what it is to get killed. So we shoot him up with another tank and try and do a few extra wounds, so do a few more, but he still makes those saves. In hindsight, I'm not sure why I shot him so much. I should have been shooting the other units, but he's scary. He has that flamethrower that'll kill all my guys, and he can fly. So I shoot my other tank, or my other tank, the hammerhead with the ion cannon at the blood crushers, and it does a couple wounds, but of course it doesn't get to reroll its 1s, but he does do 2 wounds, so he kills one of the blood crushers and puts the other one down to 1 wound. And now I'm rolling to see if my jetpacks can get far enough away that they won't have to get smacked around by all of the units that are coming around the corner, so they just run off behind the tank. So at the end of turn 3, this is what it looks like. Tau are not in good shape, having one of the battlesuit teams run clean off the board. The other one still hasn't arrived. The commander was killed by Abaddon. Units of fire warriors are gone. We'll see what we can do. Chaos turn 4 begins with the obliterators moving up towards the relic, and his other obliterator moving closer as well. The last blood crusher moves up, getting ready to charge my tanks, and the plasma gun marines move up as well, trying to get closer to the landing platform. Fate Weaver flies right up on top of that platform because he can fly, and the bikers move up on the last surviving fire warrior sitting on the ground there. And the daemons all shuffle around, just hanging out, making sure he's still in good range, because he wants to start firing away. And Abaddon moves up right beside the blood crusher. And then this rhino, having nothing really to do, just moves into my deployment zone, hanging out over there. The obliterators fire with a multi-melta and a regular melta, or last cannon or something like that. And I make my cover saves, so it's okay. But I do get glanced by 1. Oh, that's right, he was within the 12 inches, that's why it wasn't that good. So I only made 1, but he does do a glance, so it's okay so far. And I make a bunch of cover saves, so that's okay as well. Now he fires off a plasma cannon from one of the obliterators that's farther off, and scatters nothing at all, because it's direct hit, because he has ballistic skill 4, I believe, and so it corrects, but I do have 4 up invuln, which was not enough, so I lose 2 of my fire warriors. And against the tank, he doesn't actually do anything either, because it's got a nice cover save and invuln right now. So he shoots away here, just trying to kill off a few of my guys using Fate Weaver, and now he fires at the battlesuits with his plasma rifles or plasma guns, and kills another one of the battlesuits. There's only 1 left, and now he's shooting his other obliterator at the fire warrior who's carrying the relic inside the tank, and I fail my cover save. I'm not sure what happened there. He repairs his tank, though, and the tank gets moving again. And now he's firing a whole bunch of shots at my fire warriors from his bikers up there, or from the damage. That's who's doing it. But they had 4-up invulns, which were not good enough. So I lose almost all of them, but they passed their leadership, so they're not running away. And the green ones passed their leadership, so they're not running away, despite Fate Weaver's best intentions. Now he goes to charge my tank with the Obliterators, who easily make it into the charge range, and then charges the other tank with the Blood Crusher as well as Abaddon, or at least the Abaddon first, but he gets to reroll because of Fleet that he got, and the Blood Crusher charges the other tank easily. Now I roll for Flechettes, hoping I can try and at least get one, and I don't get any. And we remember that he's going to charge over here, and the bikes easily make it up. He has to roll for Dangerous, but he's fine. And I try and, or rather I roll for Rally, then we try and stand and shoot, and then he rolls for Dangerous once he sees if he makes it in, which he does. So he easily makes it up on top, and because he's a bike, he doesn't take the Dangerous, in case you're wondering, or he doesn't take the Difficult. He's not slowed down. He just takes a Dangerous for going through Difficult. And we know that the landing platform is difficult. So anyway, that's that. And now he's attacking my tank with his Obliterators, who easily wreck it, and then it blows up. And it takes an area of 5 inches. Against the Obliterators, it does 1 wound, which he easily saves. And against the Blood Crusher, it does nothing. And against the Abaddon, it does nothing. But the Fire Warriors inside, they suffer pretty badly, and here it goes. So a whole bunch of wounds, and only one of them saves it. So out of 6 dice, I only rolled 1 4, which kind of sucks, but that happens. Now he's attacking my other tank, and the Flechette did go off, but he made his save easily and gets like 5 attacks, so he just crushes the tank with glances. He gets 1 pen, and it just happens to blow up, so another 5 inches. Doesn't wound any of his guys, but it's going to hit all of those Fire Warriors who are now just fell out of the other tank. And now here he goes rolling for the Fire Warriors. A couple extra wounds, and I failed to save. So another Fire Warrior goes down from that, and that tank is now gone. Now my Fire Warriors do have to check for pinning, which I believe we do at the end of the phase there, and these, I just take them off, because the Pathfinders are not going to survive, and the bikes move an inch to just consolidate that. And here we are, the Fire Warriors. They make their leadership because the Bonding Knife and the Sergeant is 8. So stay tuned for part 4 and see how this ends.